Every group has a collective shadow, meaning there's something that they don't know that they don't know. And even the 1,000+ people following me right now, you can tune into the collective shadow, which is the denial of thinking and being able to see people that don't have your best interests at heart. And the reason why many of you can't fully see what's truly going on in the world right now is because you're not truly seeing what's going on in your own life right now. Meaning, you're either hanging around people, friends, family members going on for many years. You're in relationships with someone, a boyfriend, girlfriend, married, and someone close to you actually doesn't have your best interest at heart. And this can be very confusing because so many relationships in current times are based on ego masturbation and ego stimulation. But if you really sit down with most relationships and ask each other if they really see you, hear you, understand you, and based on them really knowing you, if they're acting in your best interest, if it's a win-win for both of you. Most relationships aren't like that. Most relationships are based around manipulation, around fear, around thinking you need to stick it out in order to receive love, connection, financial security. And by not admitting and acknowledging, ignoring, having ignorance of who that is in your life and who you're clinging to still, and not shedding awareness on that they actually don't have your best interest. They actually don't know who the fuck you are. They, they're guilting you, guilt tripping you, shaming you to act certain ways and saying that that's what true love is, which is not. Love is not sacrifice. But nevertheless, until you confront the idea, and again, a lot of us are working towards the idea of realizing that people can actually hold your best interest in life when you've had a lot of people that, have said throughout life that they have your best interest and they actually don't have your best interest. So, it's good to have that dynamic too. But again, the general collective shadow of this group right here is thinking that either everyone does have your best interest or, again, denying out of the not wanting to feel the pain of that acknowledgement. Because again, if you acknowledge that, say a close family member, a lover that you've been with for years, a friend, acknowledging they don't have your best interest actually is very painful. And the limiting belief that keeps that in place is this idea of I won't have love, I won't have connection, I won't have financial security if I let go of that person. And that's just, again, it's an illusion, it's a limiting belief. When you take a step back from it, you realize that you don't need anyone in your life close to you that, can't hold your best interests, that you're worthy. And as you grow in your sovereignty, you get to have a life filled with people only that hold your best interests, that them acting around you and interdependence with you is benefiting them and you because you're compatible. We're letting go of, ultra incompatible relationships. But again, until we acknowledge these things and take the brave step of, again, acknowledging it, number one. Number two, feeling the pain of the incompatibility and of the person actually not holding our best interest, seeing the manipulation, seeing the deceit in the relationship, seeing the ego manipulation, the ego masturbation disguised as love, seeing that, feeling the pain. The number three, letting go and creating new relationships. Until we can do that in our own lives, there's going to be a blind spot to that exact thing, not taking your best interest at heart, that's being played out right now as I speak on a grand scale with corporations, with government, with big pharma, with all the major billionaires that are controlling what's going on right now.